We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for a return fee to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So here we are with Shiba Inu, the SHIB token, and we're going to break down some information because there's a lot going around right now talking about dilution, what's going on with the coin, that there's more than there was before, and I'm gonna break it all down with you guys here, do some simple math, and we're going to see why it's going lower, and I'm gonna share with you guys some of my opinions as well, because we've been watching this one together since 5 zeros and a 5, and it is all the way up here at 4 zeros and a 5, and there's some things going on beyond what the charts are showing right now that are just looking very interesting outside bigger perspective. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord, as well as the home run of the week from last week to this week from the weekly watch list. And if you trade stocks apart from crypto, check out the link down below in the description to become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. And we're going to jump right into it here with Shiba Inu SHIB token. The home run of the day was spectacular, but we're also going to talk about the home run of the week, one of the stocks I mentioned last week going into this week, and how it's performed so far, because I do want investors and viewers to be aware that we have opportunities for all trading styles. If you're a day trader, swing trader, or long-term trader, there are plenty of opportunities for everyone and all trading styles. If you want to become part of this and you want to get in on early with us, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. Every single one on their dips and jumps gave 3 to 5%, 5 to 10%, but the home run of the day was just a little bit different than usual. In the pre-market, it started running and gave a highest point of 30% plus, but after a big pullback, right, which lasted almost 30 to 40 minutes after those highs, it came back up for another 30% plus opportunity at its second highest point here, as we could see in the graphs. And with 42 vision, there's clarity to see the dips and the rips. Now we have here the opportunity that turned out to be phenomenal from last week going into this week. From the weekly watch list, we could see here how things were trying to hold themselves up. This is when I mentioned it, October 24th. You have it right here, ACHR. Talked about it briefly, why I was watching it, where it was sitting at, and what I liked about it. And then we have here 42 vision showing as it hit to the 52-week low, the extreme weakness for a possible point of reversal. It was fighting with strength in this consolidation, and going into this week, all it's done is push up higher, consolidate and push up higher, and it's given us a highest point so far of 25% plus. Now it's pulling back, but could it go towards $7-8? I am not going to say that's impossible. It's a possibility, but the point of being with us is to get in on early when the 52-week lows are happening, when the extreme weakness is happening on 42 vision, to maximize on the opportunities. And there's opportunities for all trading styles. Check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into these charts. So a lot of people are talking about Shiba Inu got diluted. It has made a lot of anticipation for a profit-taking opportunity, and has made a lot of people actually get shaken out or a little bit concerned about Shiba Inu. So when we come here and we see the circulating supply, it says 549 trillion now, right? So this is important because it used to be 393, right? It's showing us the max supply now. This has changed. All these different platforms were showing different information, right? They were showing different from what we see now. 393, and it's showing now 589, 549, circulating supply, max supply, so forth. Now, when we go over to overview and we look at holders, right, you could see here this one account that has 410 trillion in total. This is supposedly the amount that was given to the co-founder of Ethereum, and also that was burned. So I want investors to be aware of that. And even on this list, you could see that some of these whales have been unloading. This one used to be 35. This one used to be, I think, like 32. And one of these was like in 45, and we're seeing them kind of go down. Very interesting. So yes, this amount right here is supposedly not in circulation. It was burned or locked away. Now, the amount of holders is going up. Okay, when we look at it here, it has been going up substantially. It is now at 908,000. I'm not sure if people are buying the dip, hoping it's going to go higher, but there's a few things making this fall really fast. It has to do with the circulating supply, the Kraken rejection that a lot of people are disappointed about, and then the math doesn't add up, right? When it was 393 and 410, right, we're supposed to get a total of 1,000. I want to simplify these numbers so that we can understand what I'm trying to get to here. I always noticed that there was something off with 393 and 410, right? Because this is supposedly the amount that was burned, and there was 393 in circulation. That's 803. I stated to myself, well, maybe the missing part is out there, it's been burned, or you know, it's just hidden in a wallet, or it's just not talked about, or maybe it's not even supposed to be 1 quadrillion. It's supposed to be a total of 800 trillion. Now that 200 trillion that was missing has been brought up, and it's the number that we see now here at 549 in circulating supply and a max supply of 589 trillion. Okay, so now we see the 50% that's circulating and so forth. So when you see the whole entire 549 plus 410 again, it's supposed to add up to 1,000. And when you actually do the math, right, of the total amount of 549, okay, and then we have 410, which is the amount from the wallet that has been stored away and burned or locked away or just out of circulation, it's going to add up to a total amount less than 1,000. We're missing now 41 trillion tokens. Where are they? We don't know. So I would not be surprised if that was brought up as another discrepancy in the count, or it's never talked about, or this is my assumption, just like I thought when there was 803 trillion in the total supply and there was 200 trillion missing. That's how much has been burned. Okay, 41 trillion, which is possible. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it's possible. I think that's still a big number of burning, but it could be the amount burned so far through the NFTs and all the people that are actually staking and voluntarily burning it. We'll see. But the numbers just didn't add up before, so there has been no liquidation. Okay, 1 quadrillion is 500 trillion plus 500 trillion. The numbers here showed 393, 410. We were missing 200 trillion, not in the circulation as liquidation, like they got thrown in. They've always existed. They were just not in the data or in plain sight. So I want investors and SHIB holders and the SHIB army to understand this, and even first-time viewers, that they didn't get added onto the platform. They didn't get added onto the whole entire circulation. They always existed. They were just not documented. So it's catching a lot of people by surprise. But let's look at some articles here that are giving the reasons why Shiba Inu is falling like it's falling. And also we're going to look at the 1 day, like I stated in yesterday's video, that if a red candle came up, we could see this struggle to stay up. Let's break it down. Some of the reasons why it's falling has to do with, obviously, the 3 reasons that come out of this article, and they're pretty obvious, but sometimes we need to be reminded that it has gone down by 50%. Some of it has to do with the dilution issue and people counting and now like not really too sure. I hope that my information and my insight is helpful and makes you understand that everything is the same, nothing's changed. It's just changed to the eyes and people's perspective on the coin. Now, people were probably doing math based off the 393, the 410, and now 200 trillion more kind of throws off people's math. which it could in the long term affect how things are going to work out, and if this is even going to be possible to reach 1/100 of a cent or 1 cent or 10 cents or even more. So the crypto market weakness overall, all cryptos are falling today. If I go over here, Ethereum's red, Doge is red, all different ones. ADA is red. Overall, they're all red, even Uniswap. So when we come over here, okay, that's one thing. The no Kraken listing, that affected tremendously people's perspective and profit taking in full swing. And that is something that I've noticed a lot of people took advantage of pretty fast. They started profit taking to get out of here at these levels, especially if they got in way down here. And that is an opportunity that doesn't happen every day. And even though it can come back up or break through it, realized profits are much better than unrealized profits. Those are the three things going on right now affecting this. They're pretty obvious, but it's always good to be reminded of what's going on. Then we also have here whale wallets holding billions of SHIB now watched by crypto sleuths, right? Basically saying that people are actually nervous because as it's dipping, right, everyone was watching the whales as it was going up. Now people are really watching closely what the whales do because they were buying when it was going up. Are they selling now as it's going down? That's going to create conviction or credibility to possible further growth. If they're holding and if they're selling, it's going to worry the investors even more. Now the Robinhood petition is growing to 500,000 signatures, and the more it grows and the longer it takes, the more worse it's going to be. The Kraken not listing it affected it, and if Robinhood is next, even though they're not in a hurry to list SHIB, which I've noticed that they're probably trying to get it in at a lower price, or they're trying to analyze the situation. They're trying to see if it's going to work in their cryptocurrency projects to also compete with Dogecoin. Well, we are going to see what happens with SHIB and Robinhood. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to happen. A lot of people are hoping for it, but if it doesn't, it's going to deteriorate the momentum even more. I'm not sure how they're going to react and what people are going to think, but that is something to be aware of. Now, if it happens, further adoption is going to expand more than it ever has since Coinbase. That is something to be aware of and keep in mind. Now, the crypto is trying to hold up big time, but on the one day when we pull it up, it came up with the red candlestick, okay? This is not the best candlestick. If we get a candlestick trying to reverse, which is a smaller one, pushing back up, that is hopeful. But if it gives us another big candlestick pointing down like that in the red, and these volume bars going red, it's gonna affect SHIB in the long run for the next coming days and weeks, okay? We are fighting here above 4 zeros and a 5. If it can't hold up that support, it is going to break through it and stay below it. And then we have the new support of 4 zeros and a 4.3 to watch closely. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.